Neil from Messick's here. Welcome to our website. We're really honored and excited to be able to serve you here. We have put a lot of work into making this website the best place to shop for your equipment parts. There's a lot of exclusive things that you'll find here when it comes to photos of the parts that you're buying, information on how to install them onto your machine, really accurate information about these parts and these diagrams. We make regular updates to here when we see errors that are made in them. So we've got a lot here that we would like to get you in. But sometimes the navigation of these things is difficult. Now, we don't always allow it up to you. We've got a great team of parts technicians that are here to help if you've got questions about stepping through this process. But I'm gonna take a minute here in order to get you started. So we're gonna show you here on your machine where things like model numbers and serial numbers are found and how to add them to our website and take those first steps to accessing the wealth of information that we have here about your machine. The first product here that we'll look at is tractors. Now, when you look at the tractor, you've got a model number on your side of the hood, but that model number doesn't always tell the whole story of what you've got. If you look down on the right-hand side of your machine towards the front of the tractor, you're gonna find one of two different labels. Either this white sticker here with barcodes on it or the big Kubota Tractor Corporation label will have the full model number of your tractor. Oftentimes that's going to be like this L2502. This shows L2502 HST. The HST tells us the transmission that's in your machine, and you'll notice that there's variations in these parts depending on what transmission your tractor has. So make sure this is the model number that you're using so that you have the full number there. If you call into our parts department for help, there are cases where we're going to want to know the serial number off of your machine. Also, that is also located here on this label, or is sometimes stamped right into the chassis. If you look at the side rails on the right-hand side towards the front of the machine of the chassis, you'll find that serial number stamped in there. Most of the time we don't need that number, but in cases that the manufacturer has made changes to that machine over its lifetime, sometimes those serial numbers guide us to one part or the other. Your tractor may have come with any number of accessories, in this case a loader and a mower deck, and these are often going to have their own model numbers. Now, in many cases we have made links between these things so that if you're looking at your tractor, you might find an attachment listed that takes you to your loader or your mower deck. But there's a lot of variability and variety in the attachments that may be out there. When you're looking at these, you're going to find the same kinds of things. This would be an LA344 loader with its own parts catalog separate from the tractor, and an RCK60 B23BX mower deck right here. So if you wanted blades for this mower deck, you're not going to find them underneath your tractor. So take a moment, look for all these labels on those attachments. It'll give you the items that you need to be able to search through. We have a convenient feature on our website called Your Garage. If you log in, you can click on each one of these items and it will store them onto your account so that they're there for easy reference. Kubota's product line has gotten large over the years, and while these stickers look basically the same on most of this equipment, they can be found in a lot of different locations. On zero-turn mowers, typically up on the floor pan, right on the front of the skid steers and track loaders, to the left of the boom on the excavators. And lastly, on the RTVs, these are a little challenging to find. They're behind the driver, on the back here on the ROPS between the bed and the roll bar. So this one you might need to lift the bed up in order to get to that model number label. Once you've located your model numbers, type them into the model search on the website, and that will return any different variations of those model numbers. Selecting one of those will take you to where all the information is. This gets you into the parts catalogs themselves. Now, the initial load of this will have the frequently sold items that we have there for that machine, but you're also going to be able to dive into the wireframe diagrams that show you how that machine was put together and every piece and component of it. These are arranged into kind of a chapter and section type navigation. So choose your chapter, choose your section, and you can use the forward and back buttons in order to step through your machine and see all of its component parts. So hopefully this helps you find all the things that we have put here on Messick's.com for your machine. This equipment can be complicated, and if you're working on a difficult repair and you're digging into one of these machines and need an extra hand, we have people sitting here on the phones ready and willing in order to help you out to get you hooked up with the stuff that you need for your machine. As much work that we've put into Messick's.com is echoed here internally in Messick's operationally. We have 18,000 unique part numbers here on the shelf. ready to box up, stick in a tote, and send down this conveyor belt here to go out to you. So if we can help with any of your parts needs, give us a call. We have a hotline number for our parts department at 877-260-3528, or you can reach our home office at 800-222-3373.